Shut up! I apologize if you hear my dog. She's a little bit whiny right now. Hey everyone, it's Trent and welcome back to my channel. I apologize for not posting last Saturday. You see, it's actually kind of a funny story. I was out of town all weekend and I kind of forgot / didn't forget, was too lazy to prepare a video for the weekend. I mean, I wanted to, but I just never really got around to it with work and everything. I mean, that's just my excuse. But I'm gonna make up for it by posting 2 videos this week. Posting this video either on Monday or Tuesday, and posting another video on Saturday like I usually should be doing. My last video did really well, and thank you guys so much for that. Over 200 views, 20 some likes, that's freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much for the support on that video. I mentioned in that video that I've only been moved out of my parents' house for about a month now. And I asked you guys if you wanted me to make like a video about how it's been and how it's like living on my own, etc. And you guys did. Not only did you want me to make a video about that, you want me to fix this white spot behind me, but I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is make a video about what it's like living on your own. As I said, I've only been on my own for the past month now, so I'm going to be talking about my experience over this past month, and also my roommate's experience, because he's been on his own for 2 years now since he turned 18, and he's 20 now, so he has a little bit more experience than I do. So I'm just going to be talking about what I learned and what he taught me and what he learned. So yeah, let's get into this. As I said, I moved out of my parents' house for the first time at 18 years old, roughly a month ago. Actually, it's been about a month and a week, but you know, who's counting? I'm not gonna lie, when I first moved out, and when I first thought about moving out, it was actually quite terrifying. Because I wasn't sure how, you know, life worked without my parents. I didn't know how bills worked, how to get set up for bills for like my gas and electric and water, all that good stuff that, you know, that adults just love paying for. I didn't know what it was like to manage money, how to budget. I didn't know how to adult because I never really had to. Luckily, my parents were really supportive of me moving out, which made it a lot easier, but it didn't make it any less stressful. Some people don't have their parents' support when it comes to them moving out. Some parents just kind of have it out for their children when they move out, and they don't want to help them because they're mad at them and they just have a vendetta against them just because they wanted to be on their own. Luckily, my parents weren't like that. Thank God they weren't, because I wouldn't know what to do if it wasn't for them. I mean, yeah, I could have had my roommate help me, but it was just nice knowing that my parents are there and supporting me. Anyways, back to my point. Me moving out, even with my parents' support, was really terrifying, because I didn't know how to do anything. So it was definitely a transition from living with my parents for the past 18 years to moving on my own with my roommate. But it wasn't really that bad. The first week was definitely the roughest part because I was laying in bed at night, kind of feeling homesick, and I was kind of just like second guessing my decision. I was kind of thinking to myself, is this really the right decision? Should I really have done this? Am I really ready for it? Don't let those thoughts take control over you. Because if you manage to make it this far in the process of moving out to where you got your own place, then you're obviously ready for it. You don't just make that decision without thinking twice about it before if you weren't ready. So yes, it was terrifying and the first week was really difficult, but it honestly got better. There's my dog. It was very stressful moving, getting furniture, getting all my bills and everything set up, and getting everything situated and organized. But once you get past that point, once you get everything set up, once you get everything organized, once you get your furniture, it's so nice because it's yours. You did this yourself. And like for me, I paid for my furniture and I've been paying for my own groceries. I've been paying my own bills. Well, me and my roommate, of course. And just knowing that we've been doing that together, it's just a great feeling because I've been doing it without my parents' support financially. It's a really great feeling doing it on your own because you get a lot of self-pride and you really start to learn more about yourself. You start to learn more about budgeting along the way and, you know, just financing in general. That said, it's only been a month in, but it really hasn't been that bad. Yes, it's been stressful because of moving and, as I said, getting all the furniture and everything, but once you get that stuff done and out of the way, it's really not that bad. The freedom is really nice, but just don't let it get to your head because if you do, you're gonna get a little bit out of control. Just stay smart, keep a good head on your shoulders, do what you gotta do, pay your bills first, and then have fun second, and you'll be fine. That's just what I've learned so far in this past month. But something that I learned from my roommate, because he's been on his own for the past 2 years, life is going to get stressful regardless if you're used to being on your own or not. There's always going to be different curveballs thrown at you and you either have to try to hit them or you're going to strike out. And that's fine, that's life. But you always get more pitches. And that's something that I learned from him, is that through everything that life throws at you, you're gonna have no choice but to get through it, because giving up can't be an option. Before I moved out and he was on his own and he was stressed out and he was getting overwhelmed, I would always ask him if he was okay. And what he always told me was, it's gonna have to be. And that's something that really stuck with me. Every time when I'm in a situation where I ask myself if it's gonna be okay, if I'm gonna get through it, I tell myself it's gonna have to be okay. I'm gonna have to get through it. I'm gonna have to do this. Because sometimes you do things that you don't want to do, and that's just how life is. But at the end of the day, after you do the things that you have to do, you usually always have time to do the things that you want to do. And be sure you include those things. Just because you're on your own, it doesn't mean you have to be a completely responsible adult. Yes, be responsible, but it doesn't mean you can't have fun. It doesn't mean you can't spoil yourself and spend some money on yourself and go out and have a good time. Just be smart and you'll be set. Also, speaking of roommates, I highly suggest moving out with a roommate for the first time if you can. Because I know people who moved out on their own and they said it was very stressful, but as soon as they got a roommate, it made it a lot easier on them. Because with me and my roommate, everything's split evenly. The rent, all the bills, the groceries, everything's split evenly. So it makes it a lot easier to afford our bills and to afford our groceries and to basically live now that everything's split evenly down the middle. And it makes it fair too. It's a lot less money that way, and it's just a lot easier. Just be sure that your roommate is responsible. My roommate I've been best friends with for 5 years now, so obviously there's trust there, and we're both responsible. We both work at the same job, so it just makes it a lot easier being each other's roommate. And I highly suggest having a roommate when you first move out on your own. Obviously you don't have to. Everybody's situation is different. But with my situation, it was just a lot easier and it was just perfect timing for us to move in together. So overall, moving out for me at 18 hasn't really been that bad. As I said, it's only been a month into it, but this month has been really great. I have everybody's support, my families, my roommates, just everybody's support, and it makes it a lot easier. Because some people don't have that support. Some people get kicked out at 18 and they are off to do it on their own. And I couldn't imagine that. For me, it's just been a great time being on my own for this past month, and I hope it just keeps getting better. I know there's gonna be struggles, and I know it's gonna be stressful, but this is telling you guys and telling myself that it's gonna be okay, because it's gonna have to be. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this kind of put things into perspective for you guys if you're thinking about living out on your own. Even though I've only been on my own for a month, I just hope this video helped you guys a little bit, gave you guys some good advice, and I just want you guys to know that if you want to do it, then go for it. Don't let anybody stop you. It's your life, your decisions. Leave a like if you enjoyed, share with your friends if you want to, or if you know anybody who's thinking about moving out, and subscribe if you are new. Be sure to stop by this Saturday because I'm making another video. It'll be a story time video. So yeah, come back for that. Tap my bell to be notified when I post that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. See you guys in the next video.